To see you in the AM, here to join us on Friday morning, where we are putting a wrap on a great week. 3 days in a row we've been talking about failure. This is the 3rd day of that. Not just failure, but more importantly, what we're doing with failure. Are we learning from it? Are we growing from it? And we're going to put a cap on that today. And it's also going to really put an end to the first 47 episodes preceding this, which has been mainly focused on what I call the foundations. So we're going to put a closure on that today, and we're going to start some new ideas on Monday. But before we do, I just want to give our last reminder, because the contest that I've been talking about all week, the meme contest, the creative meme contest that's running for the $100 gift card from Amazon. That contest ends Sunday, so I won't be with you again until that is over. At that point, we'll be announcing the finalists and going from there. So, again, make sure you get your entries in. Sunday is the deadline. You can submit as many times as you like. Just follow the instructions as far as how to submit, and they will be counted as an entry. On top of that, I hope many of you had a chance to view, if you were not with us live yesterday, the Closer Connection show. Really enjoyed doing it and would love for more participation from people live. So we are going to be altering the time. I'll be putting an official announcement out there today, on an event. But that's going to be scheduling for 5:45 on Thursdays, Eastern Time. That's 5:45 p.m. So again, that's going to be a change to hopefully facilitate more people being able to be an active participant in the show. And that's really the concept of it. And we'll keep tweaking things until we have it right where it's working for most people. So again, those are things I just wanted to just mention to you. The only other thing I want to mention to you, keep an eye out. We're about to hit another milestone here on Creating Closers. We are just on the verge of being at 10,000 fans. Crazy that it was only a couple, less than a couple weeks ago, even that we were at 5,555. We were talking like right around Thanksgiving weekend when that hit. And again, to be already almost double that number, that is awesome. I appreciate all the support. And again, we're here to help make people's lives better. Hopefully that is the case with you guys. So the last thing I want to just mention here, which is going to lead directly into our subject today, is the blog. The Closers blog. If you do not read it, I absolutely implore you to start doing so, not because of my benefit, but because of your benefit. There is tremendous value in the information that is provided there. Encourage you to take a look at it and, better yourself. One of the ideas, and that's why I'm tying this in, that was spoken about in the article yesterday, is dealing with the concept that is tied directly to what it is that we're going to talk about today and have been talking about the past 2 days, which is that self-awareness and growing from failure. I mentioned a concept in there, and I also mentioned it yesterday in relation to one of the questions I was asked on the Closer Connection program, which is a concept from Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits. If you're not familiar with the book, it's a famous self-help book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Highly recommend the book as well. But he talks about inside out versus outside in when it comes to looking at ourselves and growth, looking for answers. Where do we search? Do we go from the outside in, which is really the easy, non-challenging way? It's very easy to look outside, make excuses, and come up with all kinds of cockamamie ideas as far as why things are happening to us. It's more excuse-oriented, putting responsibility or blame in other people's court versus taking the responsibility yourself. The reverse of that is what he talks about, and I mentioned in the blog yesterday, as well as that program, which is the inside out. You need to look at yourself first before you could start looking anywhere else, and the answers are typically within. So this is really the ideal situation of what a closer does. When we're doing self-analysis, is that we are looking from the inside. We're looking at what can we, as we said yesterday, repeat that we're doing well, and what can we improve upon. Those are the 2 main questions. Now, those are both inside-out type of questions. Now, these are applicable in many areas. Yesterday, we were being asked from someone more from a managerial perspective, and it was relating to how not to get frustrated by people underperforming. But in management, look at yourself first. What's going on with me and my management style? Am I effective as a manager? Am I motivating people? Am I getting the most out of my guys? Etc. So again, you could look inside and then out as opposed to saying, hey, they're not performing. They're not doing their job. If you're just in sales, you're not in a management role. Again, it's clear and obvious. What am I doing? What do I need to improve on versus why didn't they buy? What is wrong with them? What was going on in the world that's preventing them from buying? Look inside versus outside. And in life, we all are encountering things that we could either easily make excuses of why things are happening to us, why things are, versus looking inside for the answers and having an opportunity to grow and to improve. So this is really universal, regardless of what kind of a role you're in, and as I said, for life itself. So a closer understands there's no such thing as perfection, and that's really a message I want to get clear to people as we're talking about growth from failure. But it's an outstanding goal to be striving for. Nothing wrong with working towards it, as long as you do understand that first, that it is an impossible goal to reach. Perfection does not exist. There's always work to do, no matter what level you're at. You can always improve and get better. So again, I encourage people to continue to strive to be the best you can be. And we're going to wrap things up with one of my favorite quotes. I mentioned it yesterday on the Closer Connection program. This is something I say very frequently. Maybe you've heard from me before. But losers make excuses. Closers take responsibility. Which one are you? We'll end on that note. Have an excellent weekend. I'll look forward to being back with you on Monday morning. And again, remember to send in your questions. Remember to join us on Thursday next week. It's going to be at a new time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us. You can ask a lot of questions then as well. I really appreciate you guys and look forward to being with you on Monday morning. Have an excellent end of your week here on Friday. Have an excellent weekend, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the M on Monday.